All right, so we're shifting gears. We just talked about business. Now we're going to talk about the personal side of the coin. You know, all those things that make you you, make you a human, the things that you actually enjoy that are outside of your job. Yeah, we want to make sure we're building those into this ideal day and into your ideal calendar so that you can enjoy the robustness of your life. I mean, the truth is, you probably built your business because you wanted to live a really good life. And at some point, you may have looked around and been like, gosh, all that's getting done is work. And I don't find a lot of joy left over. Like, I just don't have time or I don't have energy. And it feels like a lot of this is disappearing. So I want you to download the personal activities worksheet, and I'm going to walk you through what's here. It's going to look very similar to what we just did on the business activities, but looking at a whole other basket of things. So here there's some focus areas where, from a personal standpoint, you may be wanting or currently investing time and energy. Your kids, your partner, your parents, friends. Gosh, what about those friends you haven't seen in months? Do you want to see them? Fitness, like getting to the gym, a spin class, yoga, things like that. Food. So maybe you want to get to the grocery store and actually have time to cook or meal prep. What about church or spirituality? Maybe we really want to carve out time for that, and that's great. Volunteering. Oh, wow, that's a novel idea, right? Freeing up some time to give back to our communities. Your house, things like cleaning, gardening, anything that you enjoy doing, maybe a little bit of DIY projects, crafting, pets, travel, learning, maybe investing some time back in your own growth and your own development, even in topics that have nothing to do with work. Also free time, like there actually is something to say for having boatloads of time that are unscheduled so you can just kind of see what you feel like doing, instead of being in a rigid schedule. And again, I have several blocks here that just say other. You can populate them with things that are important to you that might not be sort of universal to everybody else. Now we're going to do the same thing. Starting with that first bucket, what's the current status? So where do you currently invest your time and your energy into those areas? So let's just use the example of kids. So maybe part of that is like you're dropping them off at school, or you're picking them up from school, or maybe there's days where you go to football practice with them. There may be some things that you're like, yeah, this is on the calendar. Like, this is legit. I do this and this happens every Friday, or this happens every Monday through Friday, whatever it is. Then there's also desired status. So just like we looked at on the business side of the coin, what might you want to evolve here? So let's stick with the kids example. So you may say, I'm currently taking my kids to school 5 days out of the week. But you might recognize that there's an opportunity for a carpool, maybe with a fellow mom that lives in your neighborhood. And so you could say, gosh, my desired state would be to take them 2 days instead of 5. Or maybe that's working with your partner, so that your partner takes them 2 or 3 days out of the week and you do 2 days out of the week. You follow? So here I want you to be thinking about what are some shifts you want. Now let's just give another example. Friends. Maybe you said, like, just admittedly, I haven't had a lot of time to like really invest in spending with my friends, but I want it and I miss it and I recognize I need it. So you may be thinking from a desired status, you want more time to be able to spend with your friends. And that might be like, I just like once a week to be able to go out and hang out. Maybe fitness. You're like, I'm barely getting to the gym twice a week, but I want to go 4 times a week. You decide. So we're going to work through this worksheet. And when we finish this, we're going to have the data we need to start building our ideal calendar. So I will meet you in the next lesson where we will start to do that.